Hey guys, M.A.D.D.Y. I don't know, but today is Distractible Day. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to go back to the large word search because maybe I'll do something maybe every other week I will change it up. It'll be like 1 week I'll do knitting and another week I'll do word search just to keep myself distracted. Get it? No, okay. Fine, okay. Well, today's episode is called All the Boys Bet It All. And I have no idea what this is gonna about. Are they gonna bet all their points? Are all their wins? Because I think their wins are pretty they're not really there anymore since I think Wade or Bob or Mark screwed them up. But we'll see, It's gonna be funny as all hell, and as always, I'm gonna be taking notes on a note card, And for those people who are new to the word search, anything you see me do in blue are added words that I just find in the... You didn't see that? I didn't just drop my pen, you dropped your pen. What are you talking about? I didn't drop my pen, you dropped your pen. Perfect. I have my phone on a tripod, and it's currently doing a good bird's eye view. Hello, everybody up there. So that way I got a skit shot because the pole's literally right between my legs. So, alright, you don't want to hear about how I set up. You don't want to hear about that. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Listener, and welcome to Distractible.
Thank you.
A Woodhouse production. This week, Mark offers franchises What and Time Limits. Wade stamps Shakira with his approval while searching funny beavers. Florida man attempts to mow into the horizon. And Bob stretches his backyard while Googling supermassive black holes. Yes, it's time for The Boys Bet It All. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted.
I'm ready.
Enjoy the show.
I'm ready.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back to Distractible. The
Hello.
Podcast. Okay. What? Just the way you said hello, I've never heard you talk like that.
Hello.
Why are you questioning him? He always speaks this way.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, sorry, go ahead. I always intro a podcast like a witch opening a door to trick-or-treaters.
Hello.
My. What lovely contestants you are. I want some candy, Mrs. Witch. Oh, witch am I? You want candy? How about some ladies' fingers? Anyway. I'm sorry I wasn't allowed to have any more of those. This is Distractible, the podcast where we have a very consistent format that is repeated every week, and nothing is ever deviating from that.
Never.
Never. And the judging is completely fair.
So
and
fair.
Done by me.
This week.
It's a formula that's proven to work. Yes, it can work for you as well. If you want to franchise our podcast, you can buy our franchise kit, and at a nominal 60% licensing fee, you too can make a Distractible affiliated podcast.
Really?
Great.
What do we get from that? Potential franchises are limited to acceptable plots of land only. Plot must be approved by the Distractible board before your franchise may open.
We have a board? I really need to pay attention more.
You really do, bro.
We were talking last episode about how bad of a listener you are.
Yep.
You miss a lot.
Yeah, you miss a lot.
God,
A lot.
I thought the meetings were optional.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, I guess. Important stuff.
Am I getting paid for this?
Technically.
Good enough for me.
Good. No more questions.
Good. Okay, so how are you guys doing? Would you like to partake in any small talk?
Can I just say, this is a little dated at this point by probably years, but man,
Okay.
Tom Holland's performance for doing Rihanna's Umbrella, top tier. And Shakira,
That's really old.
always top tier.
Just
All right.
generally Shakira.
Just
Good
generally
stuff.
Shakira? Just
One of my two ever celebrity crushes growing up in life.
Whatever you're doing, keep it up, Shakira.
Yeah.
Whenever, wherever.
Wade approve.
Way to
Chillin' at
prove.
Shakira.
The stamp that really matters. Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Small talk.
Do you have anything?
All right.
Okay.
Good job, everybody. I'm going to award both of you 200 points.
Ooh.
Yes, that's a lot.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Assuming it's the usual standard point scale, nothing crazy is happening.
Yes, nothing crazy is happening at all.
I don't like.
Feel very reassured.
I don't.
Aggressively reassured.
I don't
This
feel
voice in
reassured.
the witch opening, I feel not assured at all.
Me
You're gonna
neither.
get points for doing voices.
Voices!
Oh,
What?
You get points.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you just gave us each of us 200
Yes, you
points.
just
Said
give
that
us
out loud.
200 points.
You think you will further get points?
That is sort of the bit.
That's
I
like
don't
the sound.
Will, I hope there's scary music going on in the background. If it's like a circus, I'm going to be very upset.
Lightning, crashes of thunder.
Anyway, so today we're going to play a fun little game.
I love games.
Open-ended, but not quite as open-ended as anything goes. In the
Okay.
same vein, I want you guys to bring me entertaining things on the internet that you
Okay.
have found. I will take literally anything, and it is a competition. I will declare a winner on
Okay.
who is the funniest. However,
Oh,
the catch.
the catch.
You each have 200 points, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I
believe so.
assign
The
that to
catch
us.
is, for every second that you take to search for a thing, I will deduct 1 point and put it into the pot.
Okay.
The winner of that round will get the entirety of the pot, which is the entirety of the time it took both of you to go find that thing.
Ooh.
Understood? So you have
Understood.
an advantage for getting speed. If you have things in mind, you don't have to sacrifice that many points. If you take your time, you might find something better, and that could help you in the long run. But if you take too long and don't find something, the point meter caps out at 1 minute. If you don't find anything in that minute, all 60 points will be put in the pot, and you will be at a grand disadvantage for that round.
I like it. Okay.
I like this. I'm
with
I'm
you.
I'm for this. I'm for this. I'm for this.
All right. Okay. Everybody happy with that?
Yes,
He's
we
not
are.
saying a lot of affirmative things. I just want to make sure he's here with us.
I kind of have zoned out, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I've got the gist.
I think
Christ.
you might be going to Google ahead of time. Don't you dare!
Don't you dare.
Share me your screen.
No.
Wade, share me your screen.
Wade.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
Honor system. You guys cannot look up anything outside of the time.
This is the honor system.
Honor
Check
system.
your shit.
There you go. I'm watching Shakira perform at the Super Bowl.
It's a good performance. I don't blame you, Wade.
Listening to anything I say.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Whenever in it, man.
Oh my god. I had all this prepared. Been so long thinking how this would work.
I am ready to compete and Google things.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Give me a reiteration of what
Yeah,
we're
what are
doing.
we doing? What are we doing?
We have to find things that you find funny quickly or we lose points. And something about all the points. Bob.
That was
That's
kinda
close.
but not
Close
exactly.
enough. That's
I'm
close
going to
enough.
start you off at a handicap, Wade. I'm deducting 20 points.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
Wait,
That's
so let's go
bad.
with the pot or what? Because those are just out of the game now. That kind of hurts both of us potentially.
Out of the game. So if Bob did nothing for the rest of this episode, he would win.
That's giving him the handicap, not me. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? If you get a handicap, you're like saying, oh, okay, you start with an advantage. You're starting with a disadvantage.
No, I said I am handicapping you.
That's like golf,
Oh.
where you get an advantage or something.
Yeah.
This is not golf.
This is not
Okay,
golf.
well, I don't know what all that means, but I sound like I'm being screwed. That's fair.
You're being punished.
You're being
Go watch
punished,
your
Wade.
shit here.
All right, I'm still streaming if you guys want to watch with me.
Oh, I'll turn that on, I guess. Is there sound?
Yeah, is there sound?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
I'm not hearing anything.
You have to unmute it, but there you can listen to it. That's just really getting it.
Yeah, we're recording. I should probably pause. All right, we can, whatever, it's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you here now?
We'll catch that later. We'll catch that.
We'll watch it later, Wade, okay? We'll watch it later.
For Will's sake.
Good gracious.
I'm just sitting here drooling over myself, so I'll stop.
All right, fair enough. Okay, wow. Wade has quickly turned into the creepy old guy drooling at Shakira. How could you?
What do you mean? I've always been creepily drooling.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna bump you back up to 200 points because that was fun. So, this is a thing, so just remember, it is in the allotted time. Do not look up anything outside of that time.
Got it.
You can find something as soon as possible, but you have to keep Google open on its home page.
Okay.
Got
That's
it.
the rule. So
Hence
open
the
up a
rules.
browser, put Google, just google.com and whatever the front is.
Wade, just out of curiosity to ensure compliance, what is the Google art for today? Because I'm looking at it and I know what it is, but do you recognize this?
It's well, it was a G with a honeycomb, but now it's showing space pictures from the telescope.
Okay. That's the James Webb Space Telescope.
Yeah.
Is the honeycomb of golden mirrors.
And then there's some panties that look like a ship that the honeycomb's taking pictures on.
Yeah, okay,
That might be
yeah.
Shakira. That I don't think that's quite right.
Oh,
The
look at it
Google
for a
image
while.
for
Once
me
the
is
honeycomb's
different.
on like a pair of, it looks like a pair of panties with a camera. I don't know,
That's
man.
blank.
Like a spacecraft, I guess you could say it's panties.
That is
This is
not.
probably
that
an
is
old
panties.
one.
And so to confirm also just a little bit more, when you find your whatever it is, you have to paste it into Discord at the moment that you find it. And
Got
that
it.
is my entry to stop the timer for you guys.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, so is it collectively the timer, or is there a timer for each of us? So if I find something in 2 seconds, but Wade takes the whole minute, how does the points work?
Yeah, I've got it lapped. So I've got a time stopwatch here. I hit start when the first person says paste it in. I hit lap, and then the other person, I'll stop it.
Okay.
You guys at home, Google this stuff yourself, I guess. You could watch and laugh.
No,
I don't know.
You're Googling things that are funny stories to talk about for podcasting.
Don't Google funny
Don't Google videos.
Oh,
Were you thinking to do that, Wade?
of course I was following the rules.
Well, it's not even a rule.
That's not a rule.
You're on a podcast.
You're on a podcast, dude.
Okay.
Wait,
So I'm not gonna help you.
Don't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him. Let him suffer.
This episode of Distractible is sponsored by Noom. Have you ever eaten food?
Once
Yes.
or twice.
You know what? Honestly, though, Food and I are kind of beefing right now. Food is like, come and eat me, come and eat me. And I'm like, no, and why do you sound like that guy who plays Rocky Balboa in the movies? I don't want to do that. And then Food is like, I'm pizza. You could have pizza. And I'm like, oh. And then I eat like a whole pizza. I don't know. Food seems like a dick.
Food's not a dick. Food's BFF. You just have to learn to have a different relationship with food.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Good food is like the friend that tries to give you good advice that you ignore. And then unhealthy food is like those people you do hang out with that you know you shouldn't, that are going to get you in trouble, but yet you feel tempted to anyway.
Well, why don't you try Noom Weight? Noom Weight is like a coach, so that you can build more sustainable habits and behaviors with your food. It's not that one food is bad, or one food doesn't talk to you, or one food ignores you. It's not about that.
What if food gets jealous of the other food I'm bringing around, you know?
Well, it's okay, because you'll be able to divvy up your time to all of your favorite foods with Noom Weight by guiding you through what you need in the moment and getting you thinking about what's important for your body in that time without going so far as saying you can't eat this and can't eat that.
Hey, buddy, why didn't you call me? Yeah, I got that spicy sausage this time. Come on, eat me.
I don't know if this is Two Toes Johnny or which character is this?
Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom Weight's psychology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at noom.com/distractible. That's NOOM.com/DISTRACTIBLE to sign up for your trial today.
This episode of Distractible is sponsored by the Sonos Ray. Do you guys love hearing the sound of our own voices?
I do.
I do.
No, well,
Well, if you don't, Bob, that's because you're listening on the wrong devices. You could be listening on a Sonos Ray instead of whatever speaker.
no. See, that's the thing is, it sounds
JBL,
fun. The Ray actually
or
is
J-
good,
yeah,
it's
JBL.
fantastic. And
JBL
the
speaker.
dialogue
It's
is
actually
really
pretty good.
crisp, but I think
I don't know if you guys can hear
every
them
single
correctly, but
word
I
that
can.
we say is part of what's making it worse for me.
Why?
We're versatile. Mark has a compact design, much like the Ray. Ray.
Yeah, what?
And 0 stress to set it up. It only takes 2 cables and a few minutes to get started.
It took like a minute. Like, it's super easy. And the moment Distractible started playing, stress through the roof.
So you're saying the Sonos Ray is fantastic. The only thing you don't like is our podcast.
You could even say that I don't like us.
Which one of us is, like, do you think is worst? Yeah, worst.
Between the two of you, Mark is the second worst.
Second word, that makes me the worst.
Yeah, you're the loser.
No, everyone out there, you can experience us,
Yeah,
TV, music, other podcasts. We don't know why you would need those, but you can. And games like never before with the Sonos Ray.
Yeah.
This new compact and easy-to-use soundbar puts you at the center of all your entertainment with clear, crisp dialogue and perfectly balanced bass. Just plug in the power cable, connect it to your TV, and get set up on the Sonos app within minutes.
Wow.
Before you know it, you have blockbuster sound and streamlined control of content from all your favorite services like Distractible. Visit Sonos.com to shop Ray now.
Take that, Bob!
Hold on.
All right, are you guys ready for the first round?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now,
What's the topic? Never mind. I'm
Okay,
good.
here we go.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I see.
Could they be images or they have to be stories?
Whatever you want, buddy, whatever you want.
I found this funny picture. Does that count?
No.
And that's a lap for Wade.
It's literally. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'll look at that later.
God. Okay, so Wade came in at 37 seconds with his, so I'm deducting 37 points and putting it in the pot.
Okay.
Da-da-da. Bob, you got in at 49 seconds. I'm deducting 49, putting in the pot. The pot has a total of 86 points in it. Wade, what is your interesting thing you've brought to the table?
This guy got hit in the face with a ball, and the picture was taken right as it collides, and his face is so stupid.
I mean,
It's funny.
That's
I can
happening.
visual it.
You guys are laughing. I feel like I did a good job.
I'm laughing not at the picture, just at the fact that you brought it. It's like a kid at show and tell. Abra is
I've had this.
getting hit with the ball. All right, Bob, what do you got?
What you got, Bob? What you got, Bob?
Okay. Well, I thought I'd start off with a guaranteed strong one. Florida man.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's smart.
Deputies of the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office were trying to serve an arrest warrant on a 40-year-old Florida man this weekend.
Why?
When they approached his property, he was in the backyard on a riding mower, mowing his lawn, presumably. The officers shouted at him to stop, get off the mower, and get on the ground. And instead, Florida man decided he was going to get away on his trusty steed and punched it on the riding mower. Deputies chased him down on foot and tasered him, and he fell off of the mower.
Of course.
Did he get to finish mowing?
He did not.
Did he get pulled under the mower?
No, he fell to the side. He didn't get very far. It turns out riding mowers are pretty slow. Although, once they had him restrained, the deputies searched him. He had a revolver, a handcuff key, and a meth pipe with meth in it tucked in his waistband.
What?
So he wasn't just mowing the lawn. He was multitasking.
That's ready to go. Do you guys want to know what the fastest lawnmower in the world is?
Are you going to talk about lawnmower racing? Because I love me some lawnmower racing.
I have the Guinness record of the fastest lawnmower. Do you have extensive knowledge in lawnmower racing?
I'm going to guess that it's 53 miles per hour.
I know that lawnmower racing is not a straight line sport, so if this is some sort of custom lawnmower, it probably goes faster than the ones that I've seen. But lawnmower racing is like dirt track racing with custom lawnmowers, but the engines are not modified, so it's like normal stock lawnmower engines. It's really fun. They go easily 40 or 50 miles an hour, I think, but I don't know. I don't know what the fastest is.
I would love to see it with an actual like lawn. The fastest lawnmower record is 143 miles an hour.
God damn.
Was it mowing a lawn at this speed, or was it just racing?
Did you say 143?
143 miles an hour.
I was close.
Jesus.
No.
You weren't.
Okay.
You weren't.
I feel like there has to be a qualification, though, that it was technically mowing a lawn when it hit that speed.
Wow.
Or, like, there's a patch of grass at the end of the drag strip, and they have to engage the motor right at the time when they go over it.
I want to see the world record for fastest mowed lawn. Like the same lawn had to be mowed by different lawnmowers. Who could do it the fastest?
I feel like if you're gonna have that Guinness World Record, that has to be part of it. You can make anything fast.
Yeah.
The world's fastest go-kart is probably a go-kart chassis with a bunch of modified stuff and like a motorcycle engine on it. Which, then it's not a go-kart, is it?
No.
It's not doing the thing it's designed to do, and it's completely unsafe and unwieldy. I want to see the fastest lawn mower actually mowing a lawn. I think that's a way more impressive feat.
Yeah, absolutely.
No way they cut any grass at 140 whatever miles an hour.
I know, right?
Hell no.
Zero chance.
I mean, at that point, it is just a car. Put an engine on 4 wheels and you have a cart or a car of some kind, just because it technically has a blade. If that blade wasn't going when it was happening, it's not a lawnmower.
Yeah.
It's not mowing a lawn.
And like, I'm sure like it could mow a lawn or something. I'm sure it met some stipulation, like the blade was engageable. But that's not impressive.
Yeah, it's not mowing lawns.
It's just a fast car with a thing on the bottom of it that could mow a lawn, not a lawnmower.
Or what if it's the fastest lawn mower, as in the person, and he's mowing a lawn with a weed whacker out the side, but he's in the jet from Top Gun, the newest one, and he's doing Mach 9.
Well, I was gonna say, if it's the fastest human lawnmower, it's got to be with a scythe, then, right? It's got to be human powered.
Ooh, oh my God!
A guy on foot with those scythes that they used to cut grass. In huge swaths. Very cool looking, very impressive.
Very impressive.
Do the ones count that aren't like gas powered? Like there's like the push mower that's just like the blades and that spin when you push the wheel. Does that count?
I would say that's a little bit of mechanical advantage, but that's still powered by the human.
Yeah, anything that is mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
You are cutting grass, therefore you are mowing the lawn.
I would be okay with that.
At the speed at which you travel and are able to do that task.
I think a scythe would honestly be faster than one of those rotary push blade ones.
Yeah.
Because you could just cover so much more ground width-wise. But
yeah, it would probably be more aerodynamic too. Yeah.
I get real tired of spinning in circles after a while, though.
You don't have to spin like rotational speed. Now you're thinking, Wade. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Well, that just sounds dangerous.
Oh, none of this else sounded dangerous.
The fastest lawnmower blade rotation.
This isn't about safety. It's about speed.
Right. He's got a point.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. However, this first round, I'm going to give this to Bob. His topic led to way more discussion.
Florida man.
Florida
You
man.
got balls to the face for years.
We didn't talk about it for 10 seconds.
That's because you guys laughed and moved on the way comedy's meant to be, not dissected.
I tried, man. I sat there and tried to, and I said, yep, that's a picture of what you said. That's all I could think of.
I enjoyed our discussion, but I laughed more at my image.
All right. Well, that's not a fair point, therefore you don't get any points.
Okay.
Bob wins the pot, which was 86 points. Wade with a whopping negative 49 net from that one. The score is now Bob with 249 delicious seconds with which to peruse his next topic. And Wade, you have 151 points left.
What happens if one of us runs out of points? You only get however many points you have to search for something, and then you're done.
It is game over.
I'm gonna have to give Wade some gimmies.
Oh, God. I got to go to the negatives again?
No. What did I just say, Wade?
I don't know.
What did I just say? You're Google. Stop Googling.
I needed to cheat.
Share your screen.
Oh, God damn it.
I don't pull up a tab of security,
Look, honestly, don't be too hard on Wade, because this episode's gonna end in like 20 minutes if we don't give him a break here, I think.
No.
All right, I'm back at google.com.
I thought we were
All
just
right, Bob,
use
are you
Google.net. Yes, I'm ready.
Wade, are you ready? All right, go in 3, 2, 1,
go!
We'll be sure to put in a lot of typing and some dramatic, intense music, like a spy movie.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, that was a word. Oh, I never said that.
I'm done.
Ah, no!
Done. I don't see anything.
I'm copying and pasting. It took me longer. I had the thing.
I'm done too. I can't afford to lose any more points.
Bam. Okay. All right. That was pretty good. Came in pretty close there. Bob, you were in 37 seconds. And Wade, you were in at 41 seconds. Okay. So.
What did he share? What did he do?
Don't you cheat?
All right,
okay.
Bob, you were in first, therefore you go first.
Okay,
What
so
did
I
we
just
do?
want to preface this one by saying that I'm playing each round of this with like a theme
Okay.
in
Okay.
mind.
All right.
Okay.
My gimmick for this round, my theme was I free associated some words, which ended up having me type into Google "Happy Mouse Inside Fun Time."
What?
And once I had finished free associating, I scrolled for the first thing that wasn't a video or an image or like a link to buy something on Amazon.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the link that I have is to bellaonline.com, the voice of women. And this is an article by Connie Missler Davidson called Harry the Happy Mouse Activity Book Review.
Oh, wow.
As we all know, Harry the Happy Mouse stars in the series of picture books by author NGK. He's beautifully drawn by Janelle Dimmitt, who also does the illustrations for this activity book. The whimsical pictures perfectly illustrate author NGK's text about Harry and his friends. Anyway, suffice to say, Connie is pretty hype about this activity book. It's designed for ages 5 and up, so younger children might not get as much out of it, but the print is pretty large. Each page is a colorable page, so there's a lot of coloring activities.
Right now?
I don't know.
And although there are puzzles and things to get the kid thinking, none of the pages are presented as just a boring puzzle on a boring background. So this is really an interesting and engaging activity book. The big thing that Connie wants everyone to remember is when you're picking out activity books or gifts or puzzles or things for children, it's too easy to think, ooh, I would have fun doing this. You have to remember, are you buying this for you or are you buying this for this child?
Wow.
And are you going to enjoy this or is your child going to enjoy this? So if your child is a fan of Harry the Happy Mouse, this might be a great book. If they like coloring, if you look at the puzzles and they seem like they'd be something you could, you just have to think about who is this for? And don't buy activity books for yourself. You're an adult.
Wow. I gotta tell you, when
I bought
Harry
an
the Happy
activity
Mouse
book for
activity
myself,
book
and I'm an adult.
sales
So.
spike in a couple of weeks from recording this, they're not gonna know what the hell hit them.
Are we the Elon Musk of children's books?
May?
Harry the Happy Mouse is going to the moon, kiddos.
He might have made Dogecoin spike, but we're making Harry the Happy Mouse spike.
Oh, wow. I gotta Google Harry the Happy Mouse. Oh, it looks delightful.
I gotta
Doesn't
Google.
it? The illustrations honestly are great.
Oh, it actually does.
Why did you need to look it up? Connie gave it a glowing review. Wasn't that enough for you?
Well, I saw the picture on the website, but it didn't seem to be indicative of what it actually was.
Literally grass and mushrooms grow out of this book.
Yeah, but if you look up the actual book, it's not quite like that. But I do like the art of this book. It does feel a lot like the kind of books I read as a kid, the kind of same illustration and color. It feels like very hand-drawn. I do enjoy that. And as mysterious as the author NGK sounds, I'm sure... Oh, no, there are other books. Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
different
lot of
people.
books.
Okay, it's not the same. I just saw... Combating Corruption, Encouraging Ethics, The Civil Engineering Handbook, and Climate Change, The Facts, Opening and Managing a Law Office, and then Harry the Happy Mouse. Different authors. I'm like, what is going on here? Also, Adamant Spirits, an anthology of romantic urban fantasy, science fiction, and paranormal romance for Ukraine.
Look, in no way is this an endorsement of NGK.
Yes.
Or Harry the Happy Mouse. I'm really more interested in Bella Online and how it's the voice of women.
Yeah, which is fascinating. I like the picture of Connie in the right side. I do think that lends a lot of credence to their reviews.
She seems very relatable.
Yes, exactly.
Based on purely this picture, I would trust her insights into an activity book for a young child.
Please don't crash this website. I don't imagine they get a lot of traffic. Please.
The week following this episode's release, this Bella Online's webmaster is going to be like, whoa, are we in trouble? What happened? Did someone do something? Anyway, that's my submission.
All right. That was much more entertaining than I first thought it would be, so well done.
This is the worst subject ever, because I'm so much funnier than anything I can search.
All right, Wade, you haven't even gone yet. Why are you underselling yourself?
I'm willing to laugh at anything, so give it to me. Give me some
ready.
good stuff.
I'm ready.
Well, so I'm stealing comedy from thefunnybeaver.com. I literally Googled, please help me find short, funny stories. And here we are.
Of course you would.
Boy, do I have a plethora for you.
Oh,
Mastery of search term optimization is just enthralling and impressive and all kinds of words.
This is truly incredible. I'm so ready.
Oh,
I'm ready to be enthralled.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to give you guys a choice. Sex or divorce?
You should choose, Mark. You're the judge here.
Okay, I choose divorce.
All right. An elderly man in Phoenix calls his son in New York and says, I hate to ruin your day, but I have to tell you that your mother and I are divorcing. 45 years of this misery is enough.
What are you talking about?
The son screams. We can't stand the sight of each other any longer, the old man says. We're sick of each other and I'm sick of so you call your sister in Chicago and tell her yourself. And hangs up. Frantically, the son calls his sister, who explodes on the phone.
I'm not getting divorced if I have anything to do about it.
She shouts.
I'll take care of this.
She calls Phoenix immediately and screams at the old man. You are not getting divorced. Don't do a single thing until I get there. I'm calling my brother back and we'll both be there tomorrow. Until then, don't do a thing. Do you hear me? And hangs up. The old man hangs up the phone and turns to his wife and says, okay, they're coming for Thanksgiving. What are we doing before Christmas?
What?
There's a ruse! A ruse, I Or at least the people at thefunnybeaver.com tell you.
You know what? If a beaver told me that story, it would be really funny.
I don't have an artist or author's name for who wrote this, but the Funny Beaver has it, so it must be theirs.
I mean, the beaver wrote it, obviously. Comedy Beaver came through for you.
Absolutely. I've never heard of thefunnybeaver.com, but everyone please crash.
Please don't crash this site.
I'm done.
An image of Connie, but she does look trustworthy, and don't crash this site either.
This site is very telling because there's a lot of ads on here, right? But
there's one or two.
Every single ad is something that I have recently searched for, and this really makes me concerned at how accurately.
Why do I have a vibrator and a vacuum cleaner?
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I have Hawaii shirts for some weird reason.
There's a vibrator and a vacuum.
A lot of
That's an
that's for
interesting combination.
Oh, we know how those go together.
Not together, but there's an ad of each on top of the other.
Interesting. Mine is an electric bike converter kit, a 3D print, actually 2 different 3D printers, a wallet, and a portable power supply. That's what I have at the moment.
Back to school stuff too.
I've got small rig, camera cages, and a trip to the Grand Canyon.
Dope.
What does the world think of me?
What kind of wait? No, talk more about. I want to hear more about this vibrator. What is this about?
I don't know. It's switched off. I scrolled down. I scrolled back up, and now it's granulated sugar.
No.
The algorithm is like, what does this guy want?
I don't know where the vibrator went.
He's all over the place. What do we give him? Sugar. Everybody likes sugar.
The vibrator was black and purple. If that helps.
Do they even buy ads for sugar? I don't know.
Maybe I did do this in incognito, so maybe it's because it's incognito.
Yeah, why are you in incognito? Go back
that's
to.
not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
I want your personal search history to influence this. It's not fair.
Absolutely.
What? That was never announced in the rules when I was listening.
Now I'm getting Lilienthal Berlin chronograph blue-orange watch advertisements.
I just got his Cox-tailored business insurance for all
I
my
got
retailers.
Tahoe
Cox
Forest
too.
Health
His Cox?
System.
Are you ready to live your business dream?
I am. I'm gonna get a quote.
Whenever.
Find your mills for dynamic milling.
What, are you listening to Shakira?
I'm here.
All right,
Oh,
yeah, sure,
man.
okay. Oh, there's a tab called Make Your Meme.
Make your meme.
They have a meme template thingy that's really janky looking.
Wow, that is old school.
Mine came up with the American Chopper meme, where it's the dad yelling at the son and then he throws the chair.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Mine
nice.
is just
Mine's
two
Kermit
dudes
looking at
doing
Cody
like
Kermit.
this,
You know, the
like
Jewish
like really two buff dudes.
and a few electric bikes, but please, dear God, Super 73 sponsored this podcast.
A
Give us
lot
all free
of
electric
exploring
Dude,
the
I would do
Grand
the
Canyon.
podcast on my Super 73.
More money. I take money too.
I would ride my Super 73 all the way to LA and then do a podcast with Mark.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
ride it to the bank.
Why?
Who goes to
Why?
the bank?
Because money's coming too, probably, right? I would like that part.
All right. I have to say, this is weirdly closer than I thought it would be.
Aha!
Wade, your website that you brought, the funny story, it was okay. The ads, pretty cool. However, I gotta say, Bella Online and the Harry the Happy Mouse was both hilarious to me and then delightful. Like, if I'm just gonna go on a laughs per second kind of experience and then joyfulness in my heart, Wade, you had a lot of laughs towards the end there. Bob, I was laughing in the beginning, and I gotta admit, not entirely thinking you were gonna win, but then you turned it around somehow. I'm gonna eke this one out in Bob's favor.
I cannot believe that ended up working. That was a terrible plan.
I don't know.
I can't either. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Wade, no, your
Oh,
website...
don't be mad.
As far as comedy goes.
Wade, your website was really a garbage heap. It was pretty much the worst thing I've ever seen.
At least it was comedy.
Mine was quite funny and entertaining.
My God, I had vibrators and plot twists.
If you could remember what the vibrator was and go to that website right now, I might be inclined.
Purple and black vibrator. And this is on my regular search history.
Share your screen. Share your screen. I want to see it.
Share your screen, share your screen,
Okay.
share your
If
screen.
it's Shakira, I'm not gonna be mad.
It's not. I hid that tab.
He's rearranging. He's shifting things around. He's cheating.
I'm making sure I'm sharing the right screen. I've got three monitors.
Watching. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. See if I can find it.
Wow, those all kind of look the same.
We are looking at a lot of vibrators. Very purple. Very good.
That one is a weird shape.
Oh, these are mostly purple.
There's Hank from Breaking Bad.
How much purple? How much
What?
black?
Oh, I think it was this one.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because it kind of looks like a microphone at first, but it's definitely not.
Oh.
This is the Doxy Diecast Purple Plug-in Vibrating Wand Massager.
All right.
Only $189.99. Jesus, it costs that much to get off.
Good God. No way.
Hey, it's got clear plastic chassis construction with probably real metal chrome head there
Mm-hmm.
at the top of it.
Any sad dude at a bar is cheaper than $200.
Wow.
Oh, gross.
That's
those
gross.
are not
Okay.
the same thing.
All right.
Listen,
I was on your side, Wade, and now I'm clearly off your side. All right, Bob.
Come on, the Doxy Diecast?
No. Bob
Nope.
wins.
if you
Bob
think
wins.
sad dude at a bar offers the same type of satisfaction that mechanical, never stopping, ceaseless machine of pleasure has to offer, I think you don't understand the nature of bar dudes.
I really
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I would buy the vibrator before.
I would buy the vibrator before I'd buy sad dude at the bar.
You think these work on dicks?
I
Only
mean,
one way to find out.
it probably feels good.
Can we talk about something
Free
else?
shipping. Molly would
Can we
never
talk about
know.
something else?
I want to watch while you do
I
it.
win if I buy one from this sketchy
I
site
would
right
give
now.
you the round if you buy one. 100%. I will give it to you.
I
Don't do
know
it.
if I trust this website.
Don't
with my
do
credit
it.
Card.
Wade.
Dallas Novelty is an extremely trustworthy website.
Yeah, look at the discount. It's discreet shipping.
Sex is for everybody at Dallas Novelty.
Yeah.
Sex is for everybody, and everybody is in rainbow colors.
I would give you the round, and
Don't do
even
it.
I'll throw in a few points points on top.
Wait,
Approve
no.
of this message.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's coupon
Wait.
codes.
Ooh.
Wade.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. See if you can get like a Groupon for that or something.
Yeah, is there a Groupon for Dallas
Do
Novelty?
you have Honey installed?
You have Honey?
I don't.
I have Honey.
Honey.com/ting/Phil or something.
I don't have any of that. I guess I'll take the L. I don't know if I want to buy this.
It's right there, Wade.
I don't know if the win is
It's right there, Wade.
You're choosing to lose, Wade. This podcast is now pay to win.
God, this is in my search history now.
This is your pay to win mechanic. I know you love those mobile games.
Oh my god, I'm reserving a future episode idea for a pay to win.
Oh god, jeez, no.
Oh yes, please.
Oh yuck.
Why is there a picture of this guy in the middle of this?
I know, Hank, for bringing that up.
What the fuck?
Is looking at the wall of vibrators now. Anyway, we got to move on. We've only gotten 2 rounds in, and we're more than halfway over.
These purple ducks vibrate.
What? That's
All
a
right.
weird
The current
voice.
standing is Bob with a whopping 290 points. Wade, you have 110 points, which still means that you have full minutes. Well, I mean, not quite, but, you know,
Right.
almost 2 full minutes to look for your next story that's really going to give you the edge on this one. That's really going to lead you to success and winning this episode. Okay?
I believe in you, Wade.
You got it,
Thank
Raid.
All right. Are you both at your Google screens and ready?
Yes.
I am prepared.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Got something.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's
whoa,
quick.
Whoa.
Hang on.
There. Link.
All right, goddamn, that was quick. Ooh.
Oh boy, I'm struggling here.
30
my
seconds.
theme is not working. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Keep it going, Bob. Keep
Shit.
it going. Take your time.
Oh boy, no, I'm in trouble. This theme has really let me down.
45.
Uh-huh.
10. 9.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1.
Time's up!
Oh, right at the end there. There you go.
I think I win by default.
No,
No.
he got it in just before.
I got it in.
He literally got it in right on the line. It was very impressive. All right, so that was a very nice 16 seconds for Wade to get his story in. So very few points wagered here, not much risk, and a lot to earn because, Bob, I hit the stopwatch at exactly a minute. I think you were just before it, though, so I'm going to make that 59 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Or I
Okay.
can make it 60.
No,
No,
60
no, no, no.
seconds.
59,
Okay.
59.
I took the whole time.
All right, he took the full time. Maybe he was
Full
good.
time.
Wade, you're up first.
All right. So I found the history of bananas. My search.
What?
My search term was. I googled banana fruit horror stories,
Okay.
and I quickly clicked on the first link and decided to live and die by whatever I clicked on, and I'm pretty happy with the result.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm enticed by the title.
All right, so the article itself talks about, well, what you'd expect, the bloody, dark history behind bananas, how cheap they are, companies engaging in horrible atrocities, trying to gather and get bananas to sell from the 1920s on, including the 1928 Banana Massacre.
What?
Which sounds hilarious, but looking at it, apparently isn't.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
The Banana Massacre?
That's too funny of a name for something so serious looking.
Let me read 2 paragraphs, I guess, to talk about this. Companies engaged in brutal atrocities. In December 1928, a group of United Fruit workers went on strike to protest subpar working conditions. After several weeks, United Fruit representatives and officials threatened to invade Colombia with the Marine Corps. The government didn't protect the business of good fruit.
Oh, God.
Piss
Very serious stuff here as far as, like, you know, employees not being treated well. Before we say atrocities like the 1928 bananas are a thing of the past, we have to look at what's at stake now. Chiquita's not actually massacring people. 2007 admitted to paying $1.7 million to the United Self-Defense Force Colombia. Basically a bunch of bullshit. Companies trying to subvert rules and things. And, you know, this is interesting to me. I could go on and read the facts of the article, but I want to talk about the author, Ryan Fan.
Okay.
Because Ryan Fan is described here as being a believer, a Baltimore City special ed teacher, and a 2-minute 39-second marathon runner. Those are his qualifications for this article.
Okay.
A believer. I don't know what he believes in, but he's a believer.
Uh-huh.
He's also a diehard fan of The Wire. And you can support him. He's got a link where you can support him here at medium.com.
What is this website?
Am I understanding this? That you have an incredible article literally titled The Dark and Bloody History Behind Bananas, with all of this incredible research and writing about the actual dark
Fascinating
history.
information.
And you want to talk about
believer.
the author.
The author matters. Credibility matters, you know?
Of course, definitely.
I'm intrigued by the fact that with all of this information here, believer and marathon runner with the timestamp of 2:39 are two of the top 3 things about Ryan we need to know after reading about the Banana Massacre.
I mean,
It's a fascinating thing to me.
do you know what point he's trying to make here?
Is
he discrediting Ryan?
It distracted me from the article when I saw
Look,
believer.
Actually, discrediting the author is not unfair. So this website presents itself as like a journalism site, right? So this
okay.
is hosted on Medium.
All right.
It is not journalism. This platform, it's technically, I don't know, technically, it's called on like its Wikipedia article, an example of social journalism.
Oh, okay.
This is basically an open platform where people can publish whatever they want. And there are amateurs and professionals publishing on this website. But so this guy, his credentials are
believer.
believer, special ed teacher. He's not a journalist. But this is published as if it's like a news article. This seems sketchy to me.
To his credit, if you look at the article seems legit, and all of the underlined bits are sources. Apparently, I've not clicked on them, but like they show links, and I can see that this one links to the New York Times articles. So there are sources to the claims and such. So I'm not saying that the information here is presented as false. It's just intriguing to me that whenever you're putting yourself on this platform as a journalist, the first thing you put is believer. Not of a believer of what? Just believer. Just everything?
He believes. I don't know.
Believes in himself. He's also a Baltimore City special ed teacher.
Like X-Files? Like the truth is out there. I believe.
No.
Like a believer, like a Bieber fan? Like what?
That's believers.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very
That's
different.
different.
I feel like without knowing anything, so this is pure conjecture, this seems like the website you go to when you're like, oh, I have this crazy belief.
So conspiracy theories.
I need an article to substantiate it.
Yeah.
And you go here and you find an article and you share it, and people are like, wow, this is true, I guess. This is like a published in a journalism, like a news website or something.
Yeah.
But it's just published by some random believer.
Yeah. You're right in that one. I don't know much about Medium. I think I've heard of it before, but I've never really gone into it. If that is the way that it is, it can be a mixture of like some articles that are actually substantiated in there, and then there's obviously like opinion pieces that are like, I think that 5G gives me cancer, like that kind of stuff. And it's like totally valid to do some deeper dives into this and understand what the qualifications of this are. That being said,
The article's a fantastic read. It's very interesting.
I would love to hear about it.
I will say, I clicked on one of the links, and one of his quote citations links to a YouTube video entitled Banana Land, Blood, Bullets, and Poison, a documentary.
It's a documentary based on the banana industry. And basically, the article goes into exploitation of companies. Chiquita is named. I don't know what other companies are that make bananas, but basically how they exploit their workers to get a variety of different banana flavors, or not flavors, but banana they mentioned the Caven
flavors.
The Caven. I don't know what a Cavendish banana is, but like every time we eat a Cavendish banana, we're perpetuating vicious cycles. That find banana trail of blood, violence, tears, exploitation. So different, genres of banana, different types of banana, different companies, I guess, trying to keep prices low, variety high. The horrible things that go into that is this article is pointing out and showing the different atrocities and different ways that the U.S. government and other industries have gotten involved to try to clean it up. So, it's very straightforwardly about bad working conditions, but it's just, I did not expect dark fruit horror story banana to lead me here, or whatever I said.
That is pretty accurate to your search, so I think Google actually did you right there, yeah.
This is a true horror story. story.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just if you attach the word banana to everything, it just like starts to be silly, and then you realize like, oh god, oh no, that ain't silly. Yeah.
I was hoping for something silly, but I ended up learning something and from a believer.
Just like isn't a banana republic? It sounds like it's a fun store, but the reality is like a completely dysfunctional government and society or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a very chaotic, corrupt sort of dictatorship or autocracy or something where it's not a good thing.
Which was bold of the company to name themselves Banana Republic.
It's a pejorative term, I think, as to the state of the country.
It sounds catchy and hip. Like I could wear some Banana Republic, Abercrombie Banana Republic clothes.
The term Banana Republic describes a politically unstable country with an economy dependent upon the exportation of a limited resource product, such as bananas or minerals. Interesting. So not necessarily in
Not exactly what
chaos.
I was saying, actually. I was kind of wrong.
Yeah, but politically unstable is like a stipulation of the definition, so.
It's still meant as like an insult. It's like, your country is poor. You just have bananas.
I see. Well, anyway, that was good. That was insightful. It led to a lot of discussion, and I feel like I know more about the history of bananas. Thank you, Wade.
Yeah.
Bob, what did you bring to the table?
Okay, yeah. So I continued operating with the same basic modality. And my theme for this round was things that are in my garage. So I Googled a series of words that are in my garage.
Okay.
The phrase I Googled was shovel Subaru broom water. And where it took me was to kind of a deceptive article. An article on liftedimports.com that talks about, ostensibly, what you should do, how you should prepare to drive your all-wheel drive Subaru on the beach in the sand. And it talks about things like what gear you need, shovels and tire gauges and inflated tire and pumps and things, and how fast you should go and all of this stuff. But I think if you really read between the lines, what this article is about, sorry, that was a cough, ignore that. What this article is about is that it's reiterating the universal point that everything in life is about sex.
All right.
I'm listening again.
Okay. I'm listening.
So if you're just reading this normally, you're like, oh, okay, drive slow on the beach or whatever. Will, if you could put on some like sensual music in the background. I'm just going to read an excerpt, and I just want to see how you guys feel after I do it, okay?
Okay.
Best practices for driving your Subaru in the sand. Assess the sand condition.
No.
Is it hard?
No.
Deep?
No.
Is it soft and sumptuous?
No.
Anakin
Stop.
would disagree.
Bring an inflator. Be prepared to air down.
Stop.
Turn off control. Hug the shore and move along the coast. Maintain a steady speed and avoid sudden acceleration. Always make sure you're aware of the tide pattern.
No.
Bonus tip. When you've finished, clean your undercarriage immediately. Paraphrased and excerpted by me. That was not an exact quote, but you get the idea,
I
sir.
don't get the
Yeah, I was
idea.
actually reading along with you. That is very close.
Everything in life boils down to sex. Thank you, Lifted Imports, a poignant point, as we have come to expect from such a website.
All right. I appreciate that. And the tips, I will bookmark this website for later. I do
Please
appreciate
don't.
best
Please
quote
don't.
sand driving end quote techniques.
My favorite sexual thing is turning off traction control.
I didn't actually say traction. That was an ellipses word for
Yeah.
me.
Control. Just turn off control.
It's an implied omission if you read between the lines.
Right,
Between the
right.
I'm reading the lines, mister.
You read inside of them. Stuff that's not there.
Bananas have been fucking people for years. Do you want to be fucked by a banana?
I mean, you say that as a joke, but that's 100% true. You absolutely know. That's one of the uses of bananas.
I do know the history. Yeah, people have been being fucked by bananas, but not in like a ooh, not like a oh.
Literally and metaphorically, though. Both Both ways. My way and your way.
With the peel or without the peel? Or both?
All
Can we
right,
talk about
so
something
that was
else?
very insightful, Bob. Very funny.
Thank you.
Good use of your materials. However, I will say that, Wade, your topic was enticing, and although I feel like you deviated in some ways, I think you still created the better opportunity for discussion. So I'm going to award you the pot for this round of a whopping 76 points.
Oh boy. Am I winning?
You just have so much hope in your heart. I do appreciate the optimism. No, you're not.
You're not.
However,
All
you're
right.
not that far behind.
Okay.
Current score is Bob with 230 points, Wade 170 points. Now here's the kicker. We're almost at the end here. I'm actually going to give you a full 60 seconds. You're not going to deduct any points, but what you are going to do is choose to wager any amount of points up to your total for this round. You can bet anywhere. Bob, you can bet a full 230 if you wanted to. Wade, you can bet 170 points. Whoever wins this round will take everything. Minimum of 60 points. Hello?
All of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
All of it?
I either want to win or lose. All of it.
Okay.
Bob.
Actually, wait, no.
Oh.
All of it but one. Sorry.
All of it but one. You
1
got
point.
229 in the pot.
Jeopardy rules.
Yeah, you're
Jeopardy
right.
rules.
That's good.
Jeopardy
That's
rules.
good.
I
Jeopardy rules.
also choose to bet 229.
You don't have 229.
You don't have
I
to.
want to take a loan?
No.
No.
Okay, then all of it.
All of it?
I
All
don't
right,
even
all
want
of it.
1 point.
All right.
See if I can oblige you, sir.
All right. So as it stands, Bob has wagered 229 of their 230 points. Wade has put it all in with 170 points. The pot currently stands at 399 points, up for grabs. This is winner take all. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
2 full minutes.
All
To
right.
search for
Full
whatever you
minutes.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines in 3, 2, 1.
Go! I'm
I'm
waiting.
searching. I'm searching.
Come on.
Good. 10 seconds have passed. 20 seconds.
We find one that we like. Can we get more than one, or we just have to stop with one? It's one, right?
Has to be just one.
Just one.
Make it the best. 45 seconds remain.
Okay, I've got one. I've got one. I'm done.
All
I'm
right.
done. I think I'm done.
Okay.
I'm banking it in.
Final answer.
Final answer. Have you guys...
Here's my link.
Yeah. Oh, right. What's the link? Yeah, wait. I'm looking at it.
Okay, we're in. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think Wade was in first. Therefore, Wade, you are up for your final round. This one's for all the beans.
Okay, so I'm going to take you through my thought process here. At first,
Okay.
I was searching whether the three of us were funny, and I found out that no, we are not. It made me sad. So then I decided to wonder, why do I stink at this version of the game so much? And then I was like, you know what? I kind of like things that stink sometimes, like the smell of gasoline, or sometimes you fart, you're just like, ugh. But also, I was like, man, let's just search. What was my Google? Stinky, but also good was my Google search.
Uh-huh.
And that brought me to this article. Why do bad smells smell good?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I haven't had time to read the whole stinking thing yet because it's pretty long, but it actually goes into the biology and chemistry of why we like different smells that are not necessarily good smells.
Okay.
And And, the article itself's intriguing, but the topic more so is interesting to me of, like, yeah, are there smells that are, like, not good that you guys are, like, secretly like, yes. Like, gasoline's one. I love the smell of gasoline. And some people, I think that's a common one, but a lot of people absolutely hate it. But, man, I could live until I died from the fumes just sniffing gasoline.
Like liquid, like unburned gasoline.
Like you get from a gas station?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know some people are like diesel heads and they're like, I love the smell of petrol, but I can't say I'm one of them. One of the things I do like, oh wait, Bobby,
well, I was just gonna say, I love that smell, like metaphorically, like the smell when you're doing at a go-kart track and you smell the exhaust from the cart in front of you, or like when I'm filling up my car.
Exhaust.
I don't actually like that smell, but like that smell, it hits me and I'm like, it's car time.
Mm-hmm.
I like what that means, but the smell is gross.
Do you sniff again?
No, I hate it. It's gross. It smells toxic.
I know, but I have to go back in for more.
If I'm on a go-kart and I get a hit of exhaust, for a second my brain is like, yeah, go-karts. And then the rest of my brain is like, particulates! Oh no!
Yeah, that's fair.
PM 2.4 particulates are embedded in my lung tissues now.
In a similar way, I really like the smell of cigarettes. I don't smoke, but it's very nostalgic for me. My dad smoked, and so I grew up with that smell being everywhere. Most people are like, oh, I hate the smell of cigarettes. Disgusting. I like the smell of just tobacco by itself. It has a very rich smell. I do not smoke, for the record, and I am not tempted to do so in any way. But it is one of those things where it's like a commonly understood bad smell for me is just like, it smells not even like, ooh, it's bad and I think it's good. It just to me is very nice. It's a very nice smell.
I definitely feel the loose tobacco smells really rich and like nice, and I like cigars. But do you like even like that stank, like someone smoked a bunch of cigarettes in here yesterday, like dankety smoke smell, or is it just like fresh burning tobacco?
I like fresh. I don't even really notice like the dank leftover smell of smoke.
Yeah, I get that.
Maybe I associate that with just like old buildings, which I also do kind of like the smell of, 90s industrial offices or something like that. I like that. Very nice.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give some credence to the article I clicked on, they go into like the chemistry of smells. Now some things like chemically are similar, but they have very different smells. And we might like a smell like the smell of flowers or something, but if you smell something and you're expecting one scent and you get another, even if it's a scent you like, you might not like it if it's coming from something you're not expecting. Like some people like the smell of cabbage, but if you sniff your shoes after wearing them and you smell cabbage, you'll be like, ugh. Whereas if you smell cooking cabbage on the stove, you might like it. I know, weirdly, my socks after playing basketball as a teenager, if I played like really a lot during a day and I wore the same pair of socks, they would harden and smell like Fritos.
Weird.
That's a thing.
And I love Fritos, but whenever I would smell my socks, I did not really want to eat Fritos, but that was the scent I got. Very strong Frito smell.
No, I don't know what the deal is with that, because for me, my dog, Lexi, you guys know Lexi.
I know Lexi.
Her feet do that. Her feet smell like Fritos, and not like, ooh, that kind of smells like, it smells like if you dumped a bag of Fritos on her. It smells like that. What is that?
Weird.
That's what my socks would smell like after like 3 basketball games in a day.
I've never experienced that in my life. That is bizarre.
Come over, I'll let you smell Lexi.
I should play some basketball, let you smell me.
No, I would not.
Probably stinkier. You should smell Wade.
I don't
Nope.
want it.
Yeah, you should.
No.
I'm good.
And then you can eat some Fritos while you smell it.
No, that
The article talks about specifically bad or poisonous smells like gasoline, paint fumes, and there's 2 possible reasons that they list in the article. One is that perhaps gasoline or paint or whatever evokes positive memories of something, like Bob's car fumes. Like you get the scent of like, oh yeah, we're on the road. You don't really like the smell, but like it evokes a memory or a thought or a feeling associated with an activity or memory.
Yeah.
The other one is that some of the compounds contained, like benzene, toluene, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly.
Toluene.
When those chemicals enter the body, they can release dopamine and cause a euphoric effect. So it's not really like you like the smell. It's like chemically your body is just releasing dopamine, which makes you think you like it. Those are 2 possible reasons why. But I don't know. I just... Stinky, my whole we're not funny led me down to the stinky line, and I thought of my smelly feet and gasoline, and that made me happy, and here we are.
All right. Very interesting. Very good. Very succinct.
Is there something for you tied to the smell of gasoline, or do you just like it intrinsically?
I think there is. I think it's because whenever, again, I'll go back to the the lake I had, like, with my grandparents I talked about in previous episodes. I used to sit on the back of the boat and, like, we'd have a towel across the back of the... We were in a pontoon, so it was like a big, long back seat. I would sit there with my chin on the back seat just staring at the motor and watching the way, like, that the propeller would, in the pontoons and everything would kick the water up, and just the way that the water would separate, and, like, some of it would go up into the air and some of it would just create waves and whatnot. I was fascinated by that. I would watch that till I went to sleep. But the 2 tanks of gas would sit right on the back of the boat next to the motor, basically, and so I think I would smell both the fumes of the gas to an extent and also the burning whatever, you know, in the motor. I don't know all the technical shit, but, you know, the smell of the exhaust, I guess. So I think that's probably why.
Cool.
That makes sense. That's legit.
That makes sense.
So I really want Fritos.
Well, maybe
Little slices of cheese.
maybe we
on
all
them.
could get Fritos out there. Yeah, definitely. All right, Bob, what's up?
All right. So this is a stretch, but the theme I went with was my backyard, which led me to, I have a pretty nice view in my backyard. I'm not too close to the city. I'm far enough out we can see some stars. And the other night I was out looking at the stars and just sort of enjoying the night sky. So I searched, I was like, space stuff. This is on theme. And it led me to Google horrifying space facts.
All right.
Because, I don't know, that's the thing.
You went with space to kiss up to Mark. You knew your audience.
I know he
It's a
loves
strategy.
space, but I do love space as well.
Only one person can love space.
And I found this
No,
article
people
on
love space.
hammerfilms.com that is 10 terrifying facts about space. There's one particular one that is just my favorite that I'm going to save for last
All right, cool.
because it is the most scientific space fact I have ever heard.
Cool. I'm not going to read the article then.
No.
You entice me.
But so there's some interesting ones. I didn't know this. Apparently stars can come back from the dead. Type LA supernovae are often referred to as zombie stars because they can actually, it becomes a white dwarf post explosion, but given a certain set of circumstances, it can create a giant supernova, which will then kickstart like fusion again, and it will just turn back into a star with like active fusion in it, which is pretty crazy.
We've actually seen that before. That's how Thor made Stormbreaker.
Probably.
Probably.
You know what? Hey, there you go.
Probably.
Probably.
And so I didn't actually know that. I thought that was really interesting. This list does a few things that, like, you know, anyone who knows a little bit about space is aware of. One of them is one giant rock flying through space could wipe out mankind. Sure, huge meteor hitting the Earth, whatever. Fine. Terrifying. Great. Bruce Willis will save us. Don't worry. Some stars are vampires, which is really interesting, but I did know that literally 2 stars can be close enough together that one will draw, like the bigger one will draw material from the smaller one.
Cool.
And it like feeds the life, like the fusion or whatever. Draws hydrogen fuel for its own fusion from the other one. The little one eventually dies, which is pretty fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know this one. There's a planet called Gliese 436b, which is a burning ball of ice.
What?
It is a
Burning ball of ice?
Its entire outer surface is ice and presumably is covered in quite a lot of ice, except the surface temperature of this planet is 439 degrees Celsius.
So
Huh?
does it have a really high, density or pressure to make it so it stays solid even at that high temperature?
Yeah, so the only reason it's not like actively on fire visibly is that it's covered in water, but apparently the gravity pulls the water molecules so strongly and packs them together that they're unable to evaporate. So the ice is unable to melt, even though its surface temperature is scorching and it's effectively on fire.
Like the one chemistry fact I remember is that pressure and temperature can combine to where you can get solid, liquid, and gas at weird numbers, depending on what the other thing is.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Burning ice planet.
Awesome.
You know, a couple other facts like supermassive black holes. Well, this one just says supermassive black holes are real scary.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
There are real shooting stars. Sure. Apparently there are hyper velocity stars moving through space at more than 1 million miles per hour.
Those are terrifying, yes.
And if they come near you, then fuck your shit up or whatever. So this is one that is not confirmed by observation, but I think is interesting. So black holes exist, right? Theoretically, a space, an area from which no matter or light can escape. Because of our current understanding of physics, also theoretically, white holes exist.
White holes?
Which is an area in which there is no matter or light because it is all escaping. It's like the inverse of a black hole.
So you can't go into a white hole. And
Stuff
you can't...
can be in there. Stuff is in there. It's not like emptiness. But if something escapes from it, it's impossible for that matter or energy to go back to that white hole.
So it's like my mom.
What?
I got out, but I can't go back in.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, don't try. Don't do that, buddy.
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
don't like that very much at all.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, it's basically the inverse of a black hole. It's something where it's a very insanely dense thing, object, or whatever, certainly defined as, but it's emitting light and energy and matter, and it can never go back.
Weird.
So, and eventually I assume that would be dissipated, right? It would just be emptiness or whatever, but I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either. I haven't heard of that one. That is interesting. I have to look into that.
So, this is a cool list. Some of it's stupid, black holes are scary, sure, whatever. Lots of stuff like that. But my favorite point on this list, the reason I picked this article, and just the most scientific thing I've ever heard spoken about space, is that the next planet we colonize could be hell.
Oh.
It actually has some scientific stuff. Apparently, Gliese 581c is a planet that's being researched. It's orbiting a red dwarf star and is almost completely hostile to human life.
Perfect.
And it's locked in orbit so that it doesn't spin in its orbit, which is weird.
Isn't that bad?
But there's a tiny vertical belt of this planet that is potentially inhabitable by man. It says on this belt alone where the proposed colonization would take place. So we would live in one stripe running north to south on this planet, and the entire rest of it would be an absolute hellscape.
It's so funny. I've heard of this before, and it's just so funny that people would think that the weather would be just so nice in there, and that the hot of the one side wouldn't really want to be on the cold of the other side. I'm not saying it would evenly distribute, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think it's just gonna be all nice, because if I know hot and cold systems and their merging points, isn't that Tornado Alley?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the atmosphere, this list is not very explanatory. I have no idea what the atmosphere is like or whatever, but essentially the theory here is, it's like our moon, right? So to explain for the listeners, the sun side of this planet is always facing the sun, well, not the sun, but the star in the same orientation, and the back side is always dark. So the area where the light and the dark side meet, where it's kind of shadowy around the edge, they're like, somewhere in there is just the perfect temperature for humanity. And it's not a lot. Like, what is it? Less than 10% of the entire surface area of the thing, probably. I have no idea, but it's not a lot. And like you're saying,
Doesn't sound like a lot.
I get that this is scientists researching this, and so it's a theory, and they're working on it, but it doesn't seem like a good plan.
It's just a theory.
Why
A
is that the
space
next
theory.
planet? I also, like, the next planet we colonize is like, we haven't colonized any. Why would we pick hell? Why would we pick hell as the first one?
I would imagine it's probably like one of the closest planets that's even remotely habitable because of how batshit crazy this plan sounds.
Right.
Find another one. What's the next closest? That seems like a bad option.
Okay, and with that, I think that wraps up our game for today. And now I have to render a judgment on this round. Bobby was very good with the space. Wade with the smells, very nostalgic. I gotta say, Bob, targeting the space was a good strategy. Wade, the smells, it was very interesting because it's biology, and that's always fascinating. So this is actually very close. But this one, I'm gonna give to Wade.
Oh,
The reason being, here's
Why?
the reason.
Why?
They're
Give
both
me a reason.
interesting to me personally, with the discussions of like my like for the smell of cigarettes and tobacco, and then my general love for space and interesting space facts. But I'd say on the criteria of a topic that everyone could participate in. Because Wade, I know you don't know too much about space, so it's like it was enjoyable, but Wade, smell topic, all of us could participate in that and share something that we all enjoyed in the past, and it was an interesting discussion and kind of like good to know about these things that we all like and why. I think I have to give that one to Wade.
I will very humbly accept my win.
Please.
wins.
And with a whopping 399 points to 1 for Bob Victory. Or, no, wait, not Bob Victory. Wait.
You said it. It's
No,
binding.
no, 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 no.
Ooh,
No.
Oh, shit.
Well, he does have that automatic win card.
All right. Well, Wade, you were already going to win, but you have invoked your automatic win.
I'll save that then.
Your automatic win, has now been destroyed.
No, I took it back.
So you have won. Congratulations. However, you will never be able to use that automatic win at any point in the future.
Except for on Bob.
So thank you so much, Wade and Bob. This was an interesting discussion. Really fun stuff. I'm going to remember it for the rest of my goddamn life. Wade, you want to say a winner speech?
Speech?
Go sniff some feet, everyone.
Is that really what we got from your article?
No, that's what I've got out of life.
Yeah, actually, that was the ending discussion. That is what I remember. The Fritos.
Oh, right. We were
Yeah,
trying to
the
convince you to
Fritos.
sniff feet. Okay, right.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bob, do you have a loser speech?
Space is way cooler than feet. So I think Marcus is trying to throw Wade a bone.
Feet is something we can all touch and act, or something consent. We can all touch feet of some kind. A dog's, ours.
We all fly through
Mannequin.
space together at thousands of miles a second in
Yeah,
this
that's
great
true.
big thing called life. So I feel like that's pretty relatable. What you think about it?
That's true. That's true.
But I'm going to be a gracious loser and concede this one to Wade. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, so much for listening. Remember, please don't crash the websites that we said not to crash, and please do crash the websites that we did say to crash. And then go try to crash our website. We have merch at distractablepodcast.com/store, or whatever it actually is. I can't remember. Shop. Store. Just go to Distractable Podcast and just start typing things in after the slash.
Don't climb back into your mom's.
Good advice for everyone to take home. Go check out Bob and Wade's channels for more good advice like that. Bob gives equally good advice. Thank you, and whatever. Podcast out.
Make sure to check out our merch at store.distractablepodcast.com. This definitely wasn't edited in after the fact. I'm still rolling.
Okay.
Good evening.
No. We already listened. Thank you. I turned you off. There you go. Okay, cool. So, not a lot to talk about, but I really enjoyed that episode. That was actually pretty fun. The space thing got me a little... I was like, okay, cool. Space stuff, cool. Anyway, so, let's talk about the smell thingy. So, I have something too. So, for some reason, I think I know why the reason, but I like the smell of marijuana. Now, I have never taken drugs or alcohol. I've tasted wine and one hard alcohol, and that's it with alcohol. I don't like alcohol at all. Maybe it's because I'm not used to it, but I like this. I don't love it. I like it. There's a difference between like and love, okay? I like the smell of marijuana. And here's why, okay? It's not because I smoke. It's not because my parents smoke marijuana or my sisters smoke marijuana. Even though if they did, they'll probably be in big trouble because they're so much younger than me. No one in my family smokes marijuana that I know of, that I'm close vicinity with. No one smokes marijuana, but my babysitter when I was young. Her name was Wendy. She was awesome. She was basically awesome. Okay, I think, okay, this is my opinion, right? It's not fact, it's opinion. I think she was admitting to be a tomboy, a girl that likes boy stuff, because she would always come to the apartment with her braids like usual, but with a great jacket, baggy bougie pants, and some awesome sneakers, something that I would wear, but not that bold, But she has a sister named Cindy. Now, Cindy and Wendy are identical twins. If you can guess by the names, they're identical twins. And I haven't seen them in quite a while, and I miss them, gosh darn it. But I miss Wendy the most, and it's because she was a gosh darn awesome babysitter, and I just want to see her again because she was awesome. But here's the thing about Wendy. She smoked marijuana, not... Okay, I don't want to say not on the job, because there was this one instance where she stepped out to smoke something. I thought it was a cigarette, and then the smell of marijuana hit, and like, is that what cigarettes smell like? And then I smelled someone outside, like I think it was a Barney's or whatever, some chain restaurant, and actually smoking something. I'm like, oh, that's not marijuana. That's not cigarette. So Wendy must be smoking something else. If that's a cigarette, then Wendy must be smoking something else. And then I later learned in life that smell is marijuana. So now, that smell is marijuana. So now, whenever I smell marijuana, I think of Wendy. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because, like I said, I'm never gonna smoke it. I don't encourage anyone to smoke it because I think it is bad for you, but it's now been proven for the state of California that it's legal, and you can use it to like counter antidepressant, and it's like a antidepressant type thing or whatever. But I'm not endorsing it because I don't know the science, so maybe good, maybe bad, I don't know. But yeah, my babysitter would smoke that, and every time I smell marijuana, I was like, is Wendy here? Is Wendy almost here? I can smell her. And Mom would be like, what do you mean you smell her? And then Mom took a whiff, like, oh, that's how. And I think that's why my mom had to let her go, because she was smoking. I don't think she knew she was smoking once on the job, but who knows. All I know is, like, when I was, like, 11, maybe 12, that's when she stopped babysitting us. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a peek in my past that no one asked for. But that's basically all I gotta say about this episode of Distractible. It was really good. It was very funny. And I'm proud of Wade for using his one win card. And I did not expect to like this episode than I did. But hey, it's like Jeopardy. We had a Jeopardy moment, so yeah. Alright, anyway. I had to go work out because I've been pushing it all day. And it's almost time for me to work out. So anyways, this has been M.A.D.D.Y. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.